Hello, callers. Welcome again to another episode of Viva Barca, the home of everything Barca. In this episode, we are going to be discussing on two things, starting with Ajax Moriba and the situation he is with Barcelona right now. Of course, with recent tensions over both parties, his agents and Barcelona, no deal have been signed yet. And with this rebellious behavior of Ajax Moriba and his agents, where is it heading to? That is what I always ask myself. So I want us to take a close look at this situation Ajax Moriba faces with Barcelona. Then also, we are going to be talking about Pjanic, of course, after recently reporting how, Pjanic's agents and Juventus are in talks already for a possible return to the Allianz Arena. It has been reported now that Pjanic is in a hurry to seal that move, as quickly as possible. He wants to leave Barca. So we're going to be discussing on that as well. So guys, before we progress, if you haven't given this video a like, and especially if you haven't clicked on that subscribe button below, if you're a Barcelona supporter, endeavor to do so you always stay in touch with the latest Barcelona news here on Viva Barca. Barca, Barca, Barca. At the age of just 18, Ajax Moriba is already making his mark at Barcelona. Not even in a positive way, negative if you ask me. Until recently, that was on a pitch where his transition to the first team has been seamless, to be honest. Indeed, in the handful of games that he has played under Koeman, he certainly looked at home and, in time could quite easily be one of the mainstays of the senior side if he continues in the same vein. Honestly, this guy has a lot to learn. He's still young. Starting with respect from his teammates, that is what he needs to do. His coach, respect for his president, the club, and the supporters. Having recently changed agents, recent rumors suggest that because Rogon is a German, of course, his new agent, they are now demanding the whole earth for their client, who we should remind ourselves that he's still at the beginning of his career and only just breaking into the first team. Now, before even going into more details in this situation, guys, I want us to take a look at something here. This new agent of Ajax Moriba, Rogon, of course, a German agency, as I said, they represent Max Meyer. I don't know if you know Max Meyer. Max Meyer, maybe you have not heard this famous story. Meyer didn't extend his contract with Schalke. He played in Schalke. And because Rogon asked a ridiculous salary for that player, Meyer, and who then ended up going to Crystal Palace for free. And also, this very Meyer of a player who was under Rogon, played under Cologne, a German club as well in the first division. And Cologne stayed in the Bundesliga. Meyer didn't play for them in the most important games at all. The half-season trial ended. Cologne didn't even sign him. Now the world-class player, in quotes, Meyer, is without a club. His market value is finished thanks to his greedy agent and agency Rogon. So when we look at this Ajax Moriba situation, honestly guys, it baffles me how his agents are turning this thing into right now. Because if it was Pedri, I could have really understand. But this is Ajax, guys. Come on, this guy just had 2 good games so far in the first team. So we don't even know if he's the real deal for Barca. His agent should just calm down. Moriba isn't yet established, even if the belief is that he will soon be, even if those around him believe he already is. Taking into account the club's financial predicaments because of the coronavirus pandemic and Jose Maria Bartomeu's spendthriftiness, Ajax and his entourage are playing a very, very dangerous game indeed. To that end, all coolers should stand squarely behind Joan Laporta, who continues to do his very best, to do the right, to make things right, out of the wrongs, and has laid down the law to Ajax, which is very, very good to me. Demoting him back to Barca B should have been enough for the player, his family and his agents to perfectly well understand the club's position and remedy the issue. After all, it wasn't too long ago when his father was interviewed and suggested that he wanted to spend his entire career at Barca. Going by what his dad said, we said no to a lot of money because Ajax wanted to play for Barca. We had offers from Chelsea, Man City and Juventus that were bigger than Barca's. And I cancelled a trip to Manchester because Barca made a strong bet. And we will go to debt with the cause and we want to stay at Barca. I have no words to describe Koeman. We have to thank him so much for everything he has done for Ajax and all the confidence he has given him. Also, thank you to the club and everyone, who has helped Ajax in all the years at La Masia. So that's what his dad said some months ago. So those words are sounding incredibly hollow right now, thanks to the blanket refusal to put pen to paper on a new deal, which has even seen Ajax drop from Barca B's pre-season friendlies too. You can just imagine the punishment as Laporta continues to turn the screw. He can leave for free in a year, of course, but if the youngster continues down the same path, expect a swift departure to be announced this summer. For the first time in many years, Barcelona aren't being held to ransom and being walked all over by just a little boy. That's just the worst thing. A little guy, not even an established player in Barca. It's really incredible. So enough of that, guys. Let's now jump into the next story of this episode, as Pjanic is said to be in a hurry to seal a move to Juventus. Pjanic wants to return to former club Juventus as soon as possible, and a new report claims that he wants to get his move before FC Barcelona depart for Germany to play preseason matches. The Bosnian was signed, in a swap deal involving Automelo going the other way. However, when he arrived, he was unable to impress incoming manager Ronald Koeman and lost all prominence. The Catalans are keen on moving him and his high salary on, and a return to Juve would be beneficial to all parties at this point. However, the Turin-based club does not want to pay any more money to get him back, so they are looking for a loan deal and are asking him to reduce his wages to make it happen. Barca is reportedly willing to accept a loan for him soon, as long as his salary is completely off the books. So a swap would also be seen as a good option, although it is unlikely to come to fruition. Barcelona would only want Rodrigo Bentancur, and Bianconeri would be unwilling to part with the Uruguayan. Pjanic is said to be looking to resolve his future as soon as possible before Barcelona leave, for the preseason friendlies in Germany on the 28th of this month. So coolers, with that we come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video. If you haven't clicked on that subscribe button below, endeavor to do so you always stay in touch with the latest Barcelona news here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.